but very late to my own stream, which is kind of hilarious. Everyone live, come celebrate max level in path to nowhere. Yes, I always send it to 50 plus people. Just get used to it, Discord. You don't have to give me a warning every time. You know, I forgot to put the link. Wow. There we go. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. How's it going? Y'all feeling good? God, this event is so good. Okay, why is it this song? I know why it is this song, because I forgot to hit shuffle. And that's like my you forgot to hit shuffle song. Okay, now we're in some like actual real shuffle territory here. Really should move this to a different screen so I can see everything. That works. I'm like 99% sure it caps at 100. Like 99% sure. What is this? Oh, peak path tests, okay. Our peak test paths? Hey, Emmy. Hey, Eska. Glad to see you guys here. Been streaming a lot lately. This song's like building. This song's also louder than the last one. Let me tone that down a bit. Like really aggressive hype music is coming in. Like, that's not the vibe today. Today's vibe is much more relaxed. With a little bit of celebratory in it. Just a wee little bit of celebratory. Are there like new skins that I should be looking at? Like I've been keeping up with my dailies, but I haven't been doing much more than that, I'll be honest. I don't think there's anything new. Yeah, I've seen all these. Seen all these. All the new stuff is next week. Got it. Thumbs up. And you guys see, I finally did the event. Have Rumina now. I didn't have her last week. But I did the event. I mean, I tried reading it, and then I just started pressing skip. Because I don't know, this event just didn't draw me in. I can't even review this event. I don't know if it's good or bad. Because I never gave it a like real, honest, fair chance. New skins haven't been that hyped to me outside of the new Kokalik Ardelia ones. Or Adela ones. Jesus, too much infield. Yeah, it's fair. The event's premise was pretty mediocre. Having random NPCs instead of other sinners kills the whole TTRPG idea. Yeah, I think that's what originally got me to not stop caring. Was because like they weren't faceless, but they were largely nameless, and they tried to make me care about them in the opening, but they tried to make me care about them so hard that I like didn't care about them. Like it was so forced. It wasn't like Chief like walked into a room and was like, "Oh, these two look pretty uninteresting, but this person's hiding something behind their back. She's slick. It looks like she's observing the room. She is observant. And that guy, he might not know what's going on, but I can tell that she doesn't want to do anything to him because he's a rock of a person." Like, just something like that instead of just like, y'all are in a pool together and have fun getting to know each other, introduce. Hey, oh my god, I always mess up names. I'm going to skip the zeros and I'm going to go with Miyako. Miyako? Yeah, I'm going to say it different every single time. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. We are really close to max level. I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to be farming right now. Okay, we're like 10,000 experience away, give or take. Yes, Mia or Miyako. Okay, I'll try my best. Again, I'm awful with names. You guys hear me say Jelena all the time, so you know I'm awful with names. I don't want to do that yet. This, sure. I'm up to date on my ROTD. Yeah. Okay. I have to make sure I'm up to date on all the game modes real quick. Carefree Illusion, is that new? That is new. Okay. We can do a peak path test. And we can do this one too. Why is this one not cleared? I did this one. I remember fighting Shin. It was really annoying. Oh well. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's just jump straight to hitting max level real quick. But, like, honestly, I don't need any resources. Like, I have way too much gold. I have enough of the purple things. I have too many skill books. Like, there's nothing that I need to farm. Like, 264, 432, 1,000, 20,000. Like, I don't need skill books. I don't really need these things. I definitely don't need these things for any of the classes. I'm never going to run out of this stuff. Skill books, no, let's get the purple things just in case Reforged Zoe is more expensive than I thought she would be. Just give me all 480, buddy. Now let's raid 24 times. Let's skip to a happier, upbeat song real quick. Supposed to be a celebratory moment. Ooh, a dreamy bubble song? Midnight Summer's Dream? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, give me more stamina. We're using it all today. Now we're going to go into a random campaign mission. Actually, you know, it'd be fitting to just do 1316 because I show that off a lot on the channel in the guide videos. So we're going to farm some 1316. Going to use all of these little guys real quick. Here it comes. Okay, we might be a little shy still. Nope, nope, nope. Here it comes. Here it comes. Brace yourselves. There it is. There it is. And that's how I beat Paths to Nowhere. That's right, it's over. There's nothing left to do. Yeah, the EXP bar is maxed out now. That is maxed out. It only took me 3+ years. So how long does it take to collect the entire roster and hit max level? 3+ years. Just stick with it and you'll be there soon. Oh, even more stamina. I didn't have to open all my boxes. The finish line does exist. However faint of a finish line it may be. Well, that's really exciting. There it is. Okay, let's finish the dailies and let's get into some fun stuff. I could do the peak test paths, but I'm not really feeling peak test pathy right now. I think I'm just going to go into the EX stages like my stream title says. Like, remember how to get to EX stages. That's not what I wanted. Aren't the EX stages just in the corner, or they move them over? They move them out here. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna skip this Lady Pearl song. I'm gonna skip the Eve song. Okay, you know what? Iconic Path to Nowhere song, why not? Okay, these came out a while ago, but I never did these, the 8th series of the EX stages. So we're gonna do those. No idea what the conditions are, no idea what I'm fighting, I'm walking in completely blind. Silenced for a period of time? That sounds awful. Move limit, normal monsters gain a shield. Their defense and magic resistance are significantly increased. Well, Augustus, welcome. Increased HP, healing effect. All sinners on the field take increasing damage over time? It's terrifying. Contamination spreads across the field. Sinners in contaminated areas have significantly reduced attack. No Endura sinners. Yeah, we can kill other monsters for him. Monsters have increased movement speed. The chance to stun. Monsters are immune, sure. Everything except the silence. Silence scares me. The song is so quiet at the start. Oh, it's this stage? Ew, 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 ew. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. Let's do long blade. No, let's do short blade. Let's get Augustus on the field. Let's get Shin in a corner. Let's use our serpent. Seto somewhere on the field. What else? We want to put Infer here to support serpent. And like an LL. And then not play on 3 times speed. That would have sucked. Again, going in completely blind, have no idea what these stages look like or anything about them. Looks like I should put Augustus closer up. I thought I'd be doing a lot more damage, I'll be honest, but they're EX stages. How much damage? Not enough to one-shot me. Okay, I'm doing less than I thought I would, but at the same time, they're doing a lot less than I thought they would. I'd actually have to be careful with my Shattered Blade stacks, because I'm not going to get many of them. And I think just playing it slow like this is going to be the way to go. Oh, I have 6 movement. Yeah, that's right. Forgot about that part. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Also, this guy didn't get core broken. I guess he was out of range. No, he's immune because I haven't killed enough. That immunity is going to be really hard to deal with. Okay, okay. We learned. Have I finished the Irea story? Let me show you. The answer is yes, but also no. It is finished, but I didn't read it. I've read maybe a third of this event, at best. I just didn't care. I started clicking skip. I'm looking forward to this Thorny Roads to Dawn. I think that's going to be a really nice story, like one that I'm like genuinely interested in. But this one, I don't know, it just didn't capture my attention. I don't know what they did wrong per se, other than just have like functionally NPCs join us on our adventure. The twist at the end was kind of funny. Fair, I don't even know what the twist was. Yeah, start some sinners we knew other than as other players instead of random NPCs. Yeah, I think I would have been drawn a lot more in if, like you said, like I don't know, like the toy factory, it had Pepper in it. It wasn't like a random NPC was like, you should go to the toy factory. It was Pepper. right? Pepper didn't do much, but it still drawed us in. If they had, like, I don't know, Infer or Cabernet, or I mean, Cabernet's a terrible choice, but if they had like some character of note to pop in and like take the place, it would have been more engaging. But I don't know. For me, it was just I don't know what exactly it was, but I think it was NPC syndrome where I just didn't care about the NPCs. The build up to the twist was worth it. Okay, I'm not going to go back and check it out. I'm just not doing it. That, I don't know. Okay, so let's try to bring the silence on. And whatever this one was, gain a shield. That one was really rough. And then let's do this. Endures are 2. I actually think endures are going to be like a key factor here. Let's do it this way. And let's head back in. Cabernet got trapped inside of LL domain and said it was weak. Rough. Okay, so we definitely use Shen. I'm pretty sure I'm using Rahu just to be a tank. But I also kind of want to use a second tank. Question is, who else is tanky besides Rahu? I haven't reforged anybody else. You know who's a good tank that's not Rahu? Hela. That's right. You ever seen Hela get brought into an EX stage? Boom. Any good 1-3 sets? Not really, but I can put like Pioneer and something on her. Pioneer and Otherworldly Dreamflower, sure. And then Rahu, what are you rocking? Need to put your Rahu Crime Brand set on. Okay, and now we need damage. We've got the back line, but who's going to be doing all the damage? I mean, I could sub Hela out and put in Singlinde and then carry in Augustus. And use Augustus for our damage. Alternate moves every 10 seconds. That might come up. We'll see. Singlinde, your sets like don't matter in the slightest. Like there's nothing here that you want. First blade doesn't do anything for her, right? No. Okay, let's do that. Let's bring in Augustus. We still have 2 slots. I am low on core breaking right now. So Seto makes sense. I don't think it's great, but it makes sense. Core breaking, core breaking, core breaking, core breaking, core breaking. Ilgia? Ilgia intrigues me. Although, honestly, I'm kind of like leaning towards McQueen. McQueen's like never used, but I think this is like a great spot for McQueen. I'm trying to avoid Shin S3 because if I make guides with Shin S3 in them, it's not like a fair and accurate representation to the average player. So I'm trying to avoid S3 just for like guide purposes. If I get one more off banner of her, I'm gonna be in some trouble, but until then. Okay, last but not least. Difficult decisions. Difficult decisions. Just bring like some consistent damage. Like Shalom is actually not bad here. Let's do Shalom and give her the conversion slash. And then let's switch over back to Sig and give her a replacement piece. No, not preset. I want this. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, I agree. Genuinely too strong at S3. But so is Rahu at S5, so. I mean, just look at all the damage she's doing. OP, trust me. Smile. Oh, the silence interrupted my... That is super obnoxious. The silence interrupted my rain. I wasn't expecting that, I'll be honest. I was wondering why they weren't dying. Beat almost all stages with 11. I mean, that's probably the way to go. You can use a dedicated team instead of this mix mash of randomness that I'm using right now. Okay, so if I want to use Sig, I have to use Sig first because the silence actually cancels Augustus. So let's go ahead and cast Sig early. And then get Augustus on the field. Okay, it's going well so far. I mean, they don't do too much damage. They're kind of scary to fight. They honestly don't hit too hard. Keep making more clones. I wish I could ever use Augustus, though. Yeah, this kind of sucks just being perma-silenced by the elites here. But it's okay, we thriving, we thriving. Gonna cancel the Augustus ult like this, but that's fine. Just keep giving out resources. Then we'll activate Sig, we'll activate Augustus back on. This is going pretty swimmingly, even though we're just swimming in debuffs now. Oh, got silenced. Rough. Okay, this time we're actually dying. Okay, you know what? Fuck this screen. Augustus is swimming in the debuff, so nobody's being keeled. Also, we're taking more and more damage as the stage goes on. Means I have to hide in more unique places. I don't think I have to live. Like, living is nice and everything, but I don't think I have to. Okay, but I think we lose here. I don't think Augustus kills this when I'm out of movements. Like, if I had movements left, that's easy. That's definitely doable with the strat. We just need to change up Crime Branch just a little bit. The Queen was actually putting some big work there. But yeah, let's put on the movement set real quick, wherever that is. How do I navigate Crime Brands? Is it River of the Dead? No, it's Blue Rain. Blue Rain's close. It's probably what I'm going to run. Okay, let's try that again. This time when we have 6 movements instead of... or 12 movements instead of 6. Turn Rahu on. She's going to stay on for the entire fight. Let's turn her on. Now Augustus is no longer silenced. Forgot to copy Rahu at the start of the fight. It's fine, I'm just going to use it to turn her off anyways. Okay, the RNG of the jumps is a little scary, not gonna lie. The damage is starting to rack up. Like, Shalom ain't so comfy right now. I want the guy on the Shalom to die, and then I'm going to cast McQueen. That's what I'm going to do. The guy on Shalom has to fall first. He should fall to that. Okay. McQueen ults. Queen bomb. Hand out more energy. He got stunned. Oh, that's a juicy double core. There's just so many enemies. No! What the hell kind of spawn is that? This is the biggest fuck you spawn I've seen in a long time. Okay. Good news is that my sinners don't have to live. Like, Shalom can fall over, and that's fine. That's not okay. I just silenced myself too, so there's very little I can do to block this right now. I think I have to move Rahu momentarily. Okay, I can't deal with this. We're ulting out of that. There's too much. I'm rooted, I'm silenced, I'm just not able to play the game. Had to get out of there. I want to move Rahu back, but I don't have to do that immediately, so I'm not going to do that immediately. Okay, Rahu heals herself back up to full. Good girl, Rahu. Okay. Shalom fell, that's fine. Gonna move McQueen to a safer spot. These guys are going to reveal cores soon. Gonna interrupt her her ult, 1 because she's running low on energy, and 2 because I need to break cores. Hopefully this other guy, yep, he reveals his cores, awesome. Let's turn this on. We'll turn on the rest of our gears, and hopefully that's the end of the fight. In fact, if I just put out a McQueen bomb right now, I think that's over and done with. I think that's the stage. Okay, that's the stage. I don't think everyone had to stay alive. If everybody does, I could move Shalom over here onto this tile, and she would have lived to that. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, so we gotta talk about my girl McQueen real quick. She's not used very often nowadays, right? Right? And I know Augustus did half the damage, okay? We expect that, right? It's Augustus. But look at my girl McQueen. 25%. Like, she's keeping up. And she was just there for, like, the convenient core break, right? Like, that was actually really smooth performance from McQueen. So any McQueen haters out there, she's still relevant. Like, she's good still. Especially with, like, options like Reforged Rahu running around. Where we got really, really beefy tanks. How far the mighty have fallen for Shalom's damage numbers. I mean, yeah, I mean, the sad truth of that fight was that giving my empowers to McQueen was better than giving my numbers to Shalom. And unfortunately, like, Shalom's not keeping up with Augustus when it comes to passive damage. So, it's just rough. Quick, Reforge Rahu or Serpent. I say Rahu, but only because I like Rahu from like a meta standpoint, from an effectiveness standpoint, it'd be Serpent. Okay, pretty good. Stage 1, 19. It's not 20, but, you know, still pretty good. Could we have, like, gone back and done 20? That's a good question to ask. Gains shield immunity. Loses 1 stack when another mob is defeated. I don't think we can do that. I think we... Like, these dancers were, like, the problematic piece. And I think trying to find a way to, like, deal with the dancers for longer would be really challenging. And the only reason my strategy worked was because I was using Enduras. And I'm sure that I could clear this no Endura one with other options, like 11, LOL. But, you know, that's an entirely different conversation. Max deployed centers 5. Interesting. Silence for a short period of time again. Cleave cooldown reduced. Okay, it's kind of terrifying. When a monster's core is not broken, they don't take any damage. Physical and magic damage taken is reduced. Okay, so it's just like, use true damage, buddy. Just do it. Monsters deal more and take less. Ooh, -1 block is kind of terrifying. I'm not going to lie. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. Movement is limited. After using teleport, the dancer recovers HP. Fuck that. I do not like the dancers. Too much RNG involved. Increased movement speed. Last stand's not allowed, sure. And we have reduced attack. Ooh, reduced attack speed's kind of scary too. Is it though? Is reduced attack speed scary? I don't actually think it is. I think we're doing all of our damage through abilities. I think we can do this. We have to use true damage centers here. Like, we have to. Yeah, Toy Box Terror was a great event. I liked that one. Oh man, these are all the like the Orient Regale stages, and these are like my least favorite story stages. Yeah, I don't think Eve's going anywhere. Like, it doesn't look like Eve does anything, but when you put her down, it's like 50% more damage somehow. I don't know how it comes out to like 50% more damage, but it does. It just sort of happens. Okay, so we do the same setup with Augustus. Now the question is, do I get rid of McQueen and try to use it's going to be really hard to block off all these avenues. Oh no, this one doesn't spawn anything, and this one's just the Axemen. Okay. The Axemen actually are really kind, and they loop up to Rahu. So I can hide in this corner and nothing will happen. That's really good to know. Anybody do AoE here? No? There's actually not that many enemies here. This is a really small stage. Okay, so we should be able to get away with this. We block this route, we block this route, and this guy... Okay. So I shit on Arknights all the time for this. But this is where Arknights deserves to be shit on, okay? Look what I can do in Paths to Nowhere. I'm like, oh, I don't know where this guy is going. It turns out he's not going right down the middle, right? He is not just completely ignoring Rahu. This guy is going to run straight into Rahu. Being able to see that on the screen is really, really nice. And then this back spawn, I thought this back spawn would just walk straight to Chief. I thought it would take the shortest possible path. But no, the back spawn also loops into Rahu. This is information that Arknights hides from you. I don't know why Arknights would hide it from you, but they do. Path to Nowhere gets it right. So I don't have to really worry about Rahu. Rahu's going to be immortal. So from there, it's just figuring out how to do enough damage. I mean, we have true damage. So hopefully that's enough. I might get rid of McQueen and put Serpent right in the middle. I think that's like the more logical thing to do. But let's try it out first. We'll resort to Serpent later. I forgot that I have -1 block. And I forgot to change my crime brands to accompany that. Okay, that one is a crime brand mistake. But while I'm here, I am going to go ahead and throw Serpent in the mix. I think Serpent's going to be a really nice addition. But, before we continue... No, not presets. I need this. EX stages do test your crime brand knowledge too, because there's a lot of... Crime brands can answer a lot of the difficulty these stages throw at you. And that's going to be true of both Sig and Rahu for this fight. I don't know, man. Which one of these pre-built crime brands is close enough? You're close enough, sure. And then we put Oasis on you. Okay, okay. Now, Rahu can only block 2 of these 3, so one of these guys has to die. And a lot more than one of them died. Holy fuck, they exploded. Serpent, my girl. Okay, archers are kind of scary because they hurt a lot. So I actually do need to have Serpent back one so she's not being targeted by the archers. But look at the damage Serpent does. Jeez, this is an EX stage. Okay, this guy is scary. He has some sort of like CC effect that I'm not too familiar with, but I know he has it. There's 2 of them. Okay, yeah, I am going to go ahead and drop the bombs on him. Yeah, see how they're stunning Rahu? It's not the biggest deal that they're stunning Rahu, but they are in fact stunning Rahu. Okay, I take it back. They were supposed to be scary. They weren't. This is an easy peasy, easy clap, true damage stage. Abuse true damage, abuse Rahu. Rahu is actually really good on these more difficult stages. Like, the more difficult the stage is, the stronger Rahu becomes, because Rahu's Reforge is like so built around her just being so ridiculously tanky that it gives you a buffer that you otherwise wouldn't have. This is one of those terrifying. An Axeman from behind. I wasn't expecting that. And that guy's going to teleport somebody randomly. Oh god, I'm terrified. Okay, we're in a bad situation right now. I repeat, bad situation. I think I have to use Serpent ults to break those 2 cores. He already has the Serpent mark. I haven't posted the Serpent guide, so you guys don't know about the Serpent mark yet, unless you already do know, in which case, congratulations, you've read the Reforged kit. Okay, I need to do it again. And I need to do it again for Sig, too. This is just a core-breaking masterpiece coming out from Serpent here. Witness Serpent. Yeah, this is the Serpent show. Look at the damage numbers. Serpent, 90% damage. This is the Serpent show. Yeah, this is also Risk 21 versus Risk 19. The last stage. This stage has more risk on it than the last stage did, so I get what you're saying with the difficulty difference. It is kind of insane. Is it just the one Axeman? That's kind of silly. I'm not going to ult yet. I'm going to get this other Axeman up top. I don't need to ult right away. Now I'm going to ult. Oh, I still don't need to ult. Because the other guy died, even though they take massively reduced damage when they're not revealing their cores. But there we go. Let's break those 2. Jeez. Jeez, Serpent. Serpent. I should use this on the Serpent guide. I'm not going to, but I should. If you guys don't know, I'm working on a Serpent guide. Okay, this is just... Once again, the answer is just Serpent it. Problem? Use Serpent. This guy coming up behind me? Just abuse Serpent. It's so silly. It's so silly how strong she is. I couldn't use her last stage because it had like the fog effect that was... It was too debilitating. There's too much incoming damage. But Serpent's really safe on this stage. And because she's so safe, she becomes ridiculously powerful. Come on, second guy, open your cores. Or just die. Dying works too. It's kind of like Dying Light 2, but instead it's Dying works too. Well, that was a Serpent show. If you guys aren't convinced on Reforged Serpent yet, yeah. I remember when Shay was godlike because he was the only 2-core breaker in the game. Times change. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I put Shay and even Lavi lower on the tier list. Because, like, what is Shay doing with Reforged Serpent on the board? Like, well, why would you ever use Shay when you have Reforged Serpent? There's just never a situation in which you would. Okay, those are some deep accusations. Do I have timeout powers on YouTube? Chase hotter than Serpent. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. I'm going to file a formal complaint with your manager. I'm kidding if it wasn't clear. Oh, hotter than Lysandra. Okay, I'm still gonna defend Lysandra here. There's no way Chay's hotter than Lysandra. She's literally Lara Croft. Okay, they heal. That's terrifying. Iron Masked Man. Oh, okay. They all have more HP, immune to crowd control effects, reduced cooldown, use true damage again. This is just use true damage, the EX series. Movements. Shore. Receive reduced shield? What do I care about shield? Okay, so I can trim some risk off of this if we find something troubling. But right now I'm running mask risk. Well, then you have to try Augustus Cab Serpent for BFL. Her upper anchor is actually better for killing the boss. You put 2 pulls at the same time, their damage stacks, and it doesn't snapshot. Yeah. I'm not actually sure what my anchors look like. I never took Bite Reforge. Yeah, this is the Spinny Spin. I like Spinny Spin. I think Spinny Spin's really nice, but I can understand why people would go this. Yeah, I'm not spending resources right now. I've got Zoya and 99 to reforge, so we'll see if I can get to 99. I want to reforge 99, but I'm not even sure if 99 is going to be any useful, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, what kind of spawns am I dealing with this time? Iron Masked Man from the front. There's actually a lot happening on this stage. And that's kind of terrifying. Like a lot happening on this stage. I could try to fight them more forward and put Serpent here. But this guy who spawns from the back is going to be a real problem if I play it like that. We'll find out as the stage goes on, but this is what we're going to start with. Reality is they gave up on non-true damage teams after releasing Augustus. The alternative would be Umbra Core challenges, but Ella S1 grinds Umbra Core challenges to a dust. I think there's plenty of space for non-true damage teams. Like, obviously, true damage is always going to be superior. And it's going to be hard to, like, find any situation in which true damage isn't just strictly superior. But, like, Bleed is still very strong. Reforged 11 is still very strong. Like, Bai Yi is still very strong. Adela is still very strong. There's a bunch of very strong non-true damage options in the game right now. Okay, I'm mostly worried about the Axeman coming from behind. Everybody else I can block with my Enduras. Oh, I take it back. I cannot block those guys with the Enduras. You got me there, game. Oh, I'm not getting silenced whenever I cast abilities. I can just play the game. That's amazing. Can't believe out of all the things to shoot, he shot Shin. Okay, I'm going to use Shin here because I want this Axeman to die before shit happens. Okay, I am going cross-eyed with the number of stuff on my screen right now. I think I have to core break the guy in the back. The question is, how do I do that? And that's how I do that. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled program. How tanky is the Iron Masked Man? And why is Augustus, of all things, dying? Why is Serpent dying? Why is Shin dying? Yeah, I don't know what this guy does, but he does global damage. That much is clear. Did I die to like the last tick of the global damage? Okay, Serbian, you're gonna have to go up there the old-fashioned way. We're not doing much damage. Yeah, Serpent, you gotta kill everything. I'm sorry, that's just how it goes. Serpent, please. Good job, Serpent. Next round of death. Okay. You're problematic because you're gonna do AoE cleave through Serpent. So I actually have to dip. Holy, they're killing they're killing Rahu. Okay, we've made it past all of the hard stuff. Rahu, stop killing yourself. And now, hopefully, I can just sit here AFK. How long does it take to kill Iron Masked Man? Without... Okay, do you think Rahu wins these? I've got a feeling she doesn't. You think she wins in Blade mode? Let's find out. She gets more healing in Blade mode. It's not looking good, boys. I'll be honest, it's not looking good. She's actually really close to winning this. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a drink. By the time I come back, somebody's gonna be dead. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm pretty sure Rahu can just stay here forever, though. She gets faster attack speed when she's injured. So she's just healing, but the boss is also healing. So... yeah, the bigger thing is I took the they heal over time node. So the boss is healing more than I'm actually doing. So, when do I stop this? I should have put this in. I should make a Rahu guide and just use this footage. Rahu's trying to solo the boss, but the boss heals. But Rahu also heals. So they're both healing each other to death. It is vaguely fun to watch. Like, it's very oddly satisfying. It really is. If the boss didn't heal, Rahu wins this. I'm just saying. Augustus died. I think it's more that Serpent died. I look at the damage numbers right there in the corner. But I'm gonna show the Cinematic 1v1. Yeah, the Raiden punching Armstrong meme. Yeah. Perfect. Now, to be fair, a lot of this is like her S3. Not all of it, but a good amount of it is her S3. So you might not have the same level of tankiness. Okay, 10 minutes of soloing. I think it's time to call it. And I think Otomare was right. I think this is another thing that can be solved with a crime brand change. We change out. I like Spawn. Spawn's really nice because it lets Rahu heal more. But at the same time, just running Rift Palace is probably just better. Also, Spawn's not even triggering because I have Singlinde on the field. So that's a little rough. I definitely don't need this set anymore. I can switch over to a regular Singlinde set. Do something more normal. Immolation Ignition. And then what are slot 1s and 3s? I honestly don't know what to run in slot 1s and 3s. I think Nightmare Revelation is the best bet. Okay, we'll stick with it. That'll work. Okay, and put Rahu here, because she's the one tanking. And it's up to Serpent to put on the show. Actually, I can move Sig back. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that setup. I think that's going to be more beneficial to me. I can even move Rahu here so Serpent has an easier time with her diamond shape movement. I think this is the setup I want. Can you do a brief data crevice... A brief crevice guide specifically about the one stage where you need to do a high single target instance damage? Yes. Yes. Yeah, I did this last stream. Here, let me start this real quick. And then just quit out of it real fast. I mean, as with all data crevice stages, it's about who do you have. And they just redid these stages, right? It's normal. Okay, here we go. So, again, a lot of options work. Let me show off the recommendeds they have. Because the recommendeds are pretty solid. They recommend Darren. I don't know why they recommend Blue. Blue makes 0 sense here. But like Jelena, if you have anybody crit, yeah. Thawny's good for the 30k one if you have Thawny built. But I started with... And who's the first person I used? I forgot who I used first. I can't remember who I used first. But then I used Zephyr. And the same general flow is going to be the same, regardless of who you use. The idea is 3 buffers and, you know, you're 1 damage dealer. You could be using Cabernet, you can be using LL, you can be using Shen, you can use Thistle, like, as long as they buff damage, right? You can use Jelena, like, whoever you have. But you need somebody who does all of their damage in 1 hit. And that's pretty rare. Oh, I used Bai Yi last time. That's right, I just maxed out crit on Bai Yi. You need somebody who does all their damage at 1 time. Which means that, like, Adela is actually pretty bad. Because her damage is dealt over 10 hits. 11's pretty bad because she's hitting you with 4 different hands, not 1 big hand. Like, if you could buff Vanilla enough, Vanilla's actually a pretty good idea. Hilda, yeah, with enough stacks, that's a pretty good idea. Like, Pilgia doesn't work because all of her damage is split amongst very many hits. So, I'm going to show it off with Zephyr, because Zephyr is actually kind of Insano style. And I'm just going to put on a skill damage set real quick. Illusory Moon just increases skill damage. Pioneer increases damage a little bit more. Nothing fancy or impressive. But we're just going to buff up Zephyr and watch her one-shot stuff. That's really what it comes down to. I'm actually going to put it on half speed. And we're just going to wait. Just going to wait. We're going to hold our horses down. I'm waiting for LL. I'm waiting for Infer. I'm waiting for Shin. Like, all of my buffers need time to come on. Because when I put my buffs on, I need to go. Like, the clock is on before the buffs wear off. That's probably the biggest thing. Like, once you put your buffs on, you're on a time limit. So you have to defeat all 4 ducks before your buffs wear off. So I'm letting my energy build up very intentionally. Like, even when I have this, I should be waiting a little bit longer for LL, right? Like, take your time. There's no time limit on this stage. Get max energy. Now that we're here, increase damage. Keep that online. This definitely does at least 3,000. This definitely does at least 5,000. I'm going to buff her. Then I'm going to buff her again. I'm going to wait for the Infer Pulse. So this rarely comes up because most enemies nowadays, or most units you care about, are immune to fear. But this duck is not immune to fear. So you actually do get the bonus damage from Infer from this fear ring. So I'm going to wait until the duck is feared. And then I'm going to blap him for 96,000 damage. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this guy. I'm going to wait for him to get feared. And it should be another 96,000 damage. 106,000 damage. Okay, so that's how you do 106,000 with Zephyr. But you can replace Zephyr with, whoever you want to, as long as you follow that game plan of 3 buffers. And you just build up all the SP that you would ever need. And, do your thing. Yeah, Zephyr hits hard. Zephyr hits really, really hard. I mean, she attacked 4 times and... Oh, it says she only did 6k, which doesn't make any sense because she was hitting, way more than 6k. So the stats there are kind of misleading. But yeah, go back in the stream. She had a 106k. Yeah, that's how you do that stage. I don't know who you have. I doubt many people have built Zephyr. I have like a Zephyr guide on the channel. You should. I don't think I was using any buffs. Let me go back. Data crevice, this stage, normal. Buff. Yeah, I have no buff selected. So that was buffless. Buffless 106k with Zephyr. Oh, that's the wrong one. We're going to the EX stages. My only buffer outside of Shin and LL is Chameleon. Shin and LL might be enough. Depends on who your damage dealer is, right? Okay, so this one is what makes me do nothing to Iron Masked Man. And this one is what's getting me killed by Iron Masked Man. So I probably get rid of this one and I see if I can win the fight. Is any of the buffers got insane shackles or something? No, not really. I mean, my Infer is super high. Like super, super high, because she's just one of the oldest sinners in the game. What is she getting out of her higher shackles? Yeah, this one's pretty big. That S3 is pretty huge. The others, whatever. My Shin is S1, or no, she's S2 now, which means that her shackles aren't giving her any strength. It's just giving her some like quality of life. So like my Shin's just as strong as everybody else's Shin. There's nothing crazy there. And then my LL is the same boat. She's like S1 right now. So yeah, she's not any stronger than anybody else's LL. Use 6 sinners, but why would I do that? Isn't there a thing that told me I could only use 5? Or is that the last stage? Was that the last stage it told me I could only use 5? I mean, I guess, but like, who else would I use? Who else would I use? Because like the big thing here is that if I use anybody, they're going to have to do enough damage to overcome the boss healing. And who here really does enough to help me hit through the boss healing? I think the boss just out-sustains my level 70s. I mean, I think my best option would be Seto. I run Seto, and I try to do this with the healing still on. It's kind of scary. So the problem with Adela, I agree with you, but the problem with Adela is that this stage, one of the conditions is that they're taking less damage from physical and magical. So I'm trying to like stick to true damage options. Just so, because I'm not running like any... You think Koki CP works with Augusta skill? I've actually never tested that. If that works, that's kind of wild. Okay, I like this setup. Let's try it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through all of that healing, but I'm still hopeful about the rest of this clear. Oh! That was scary. Okay, let's spin on this guy. Stun him before he stuns me. Use Augustus, clear out the little runners. Get Serpent into play. Oh, come on. That was just bad RNG. That was just bad RNG. Okay, we got this. I should have started Serpent up here. Oops. I already know that she's going to be needed over here. Let's restart and save myself those 2 movements. I know that the first guy spawns out of this corner and Serpent needs to deal with them. Okay, that time it wasn't RNG. That time I just got cocky. I'm actually surprised at how much how little damage they're taking. I don't even know how I got to that menu. What the hell? I didn't think I'd have to use any skills on them, but apparently I do. I mean, I could have just turned Rahu on. I think turning Rahu on is a suitable response as well. This song is super annoying. This was in the latest event. God, I'm glad I skipped it. He interrupted my spin. Show your course, show your course, show your course. Oh, show your course. There you go. Thank you. One of them snuck past. That's fine. We can leak one. Now let's help out our girl, Singlinde. Okay, now we're pretty much on standby. I am going to hit this guy while I can. That's so much damage. Yeah, I'm not healing fast enough. So again, I'm pretty confident that Sig can just tank this guy for a little while. So I'm going to trust her to do that instead of core breaking immediately. That being said, this runner is absolutely making it in. Okay, we got lucky. Oh, geez, so much damage. Yeah, there's just no way I win this with my current modifiers. Gonna reveal your cores there, buddy. Gonna reveal them cores there. Cores are looking pretty juicy. Gonna reveal those cores. There they are. And Serpent immediately gets deleted. I mean, Rahu wins this if I take off the healing, so I'm just going to do that. Why Rahu and not more? Yeah, at least more could give shields. Maybe that's the play. Maybe I can keep the super high damage and everything else if I just bring more our demon for shielding during that ult. This is the only concern that I would have. Sinners receive reduced shield. I wonder how reduced it is. Probably not enough reduced that Cinnabar can't handle it. Because Sig and Rahu definitely live. So I just need to make sure that Augustus and Shin are within range. Along with Serpent, obviously. As long as I get these three in the bubble, then we should be good. So we'll try it. Cinnabar, welcome to your new home of being hidden in a corner. Serpent, go crazy. Do your thing. Serpent, win the stage. I mean, I could try other teams. I'm having fun with the true damage team, though. Oh, yeah, I gotta turn Rahu on. Guy is refusing to reveal his cores until he dies. It's crazy. I don't want to move Rahu, I want to move Serpent. Free. Okay, I should play a little bit slower. I need to be like ready to shield if I'm doing this method. I also got to turn Rahu off. Okay, I said I'd have to play slower, but this is too slow. Okay, we're finally getting some of the back spawns. I'm going to go ahead and drop the ECB back there so I don't have to work too hard. Okay, there's his cores. That's what I was waiting for. Now Serpent kind of just slides back in there like no big deal. That guy's going to get the bite mark on him. And we can core break him nice and easy. I'm going to trust that he'll fall over and go after this runner here. Okay. I'm going to ignore the boss mostly for now. I'm not worried about the boss. I want to deal with these waves. These waves are troubling right now. Oh, I heard the ghost noise. Move everybody into the safety zone. Cancel the Augustus. Should cancel her ult right now, but I'm not going to. Okay, let's cancel it. Toggle her. The rain is now over. We survived the ghosts. Now we just have to survive whatever this last section here is, the 3 axemen. And then we can just focus purely on DPSing the boss. I'm going to move Serpent over here because I'm pretty sure these axemen do some AoE damage. I don't want to eat that. And I should move Sig this way. Okay, let's kill this one. 2 empowers. Then we'll do this. We'll activate that. And we are ready to shield whenever we hear the noise of ghosts. How do I want to get... That's how I'm going to do that. Okay, so as long as I react to ghosts... Pretty sure that's ghosts? Yeah, it's ghosts. As long as I react to ghosts, I should be safe. Alright, who do you think has done most damage so far? Serpent, Augustus, Rahu, Sig? Answer Serpent. Very easy Serpent. Serpent doesn't run out, whereas Augustus does run out. I have to turn Augustus on and off on a stage this long. Serpent just keeps doing her thing. She doesn't have to worry about things like cooldowns or stacks. She just does it. Now, if I have to sit here and wait for 60 more Shattered Blades from Augustus, that's what I'm going to do. Eventually, Augustus's ECB is just going to be so massive that I one-shot the boss. It's like, the game is won. It's just a matter of, do I have the patience to play it out? And I have to have patience because if I don't, the ghosts kill me. So it's a patience test. And I probably should move Serpent off. That way I'm not, like, hitting DPS nodes on the ghosts, because I'm pretty sure the ghosts only proc after a certain amount of damage. I could be wrong about that. That's what my head tells me. Looks like we are going to get the Cinnabar shield before he gets his ghosts. Oh, it's like perfect synchronization, actually. A rare Cinnabar carry? Again, we're just waiting for Augustus. In fact, I can like put this on ×3 speed, knowing his cooldowns now. I'm pretty sure he doesn't ghost me until Cinnabar has a ult. It's like right around now I slow it down, and he should ghost like right about now. Yeah, that's his cooldown. So I keep it on this pace. And I actually have a DPS window here. I have 53 blades, right? That's good enough. Turn Shin off to conserve it. I'm keeping it at half speed just in case anything unexpected occurs. I don't think anything will, but I want to be ready for it all the same. Also, what happened to my playlist? Hold on. Pause. Let me get some music rolling. My playlist decided that it no longer wanted to exist. It was done. Okay, let's toggle Shin on for a second, and we can toggle it back off right before she leaves her state. When did this stream start? It started late, like half an hour late. So like an hour ago? Yeah, hour and a half according to my stream total. Okay, we're almost out of Augustus blades. So this is going to be a long fight. I think I need to get another full 60 Augustus blades before I even think about trying to go for the kill. Oh, I only need to get him to 50 to win? That's what I get for not reading chat. If all I need to do is get him to 50, then this is over. But I can just do this and this. Unless chat lied to me. No, chat did not lie. Okay. See, I was going to sit there and farm damage until that ECB one-shot him. And then chat's just like, get him to 50% and you win. So I didn't have to one-shot him. I was going to do that cycle until he was one-shot. That was the plan. We're going to build up to 60 stacks, drain them all, build up to 60 stacks, because it records damage for the entire stage. I was like, we have the victory. It doesn't matter how much HP this boss has. I last longer. Okay, the only thing we need here is 18 risk. Who are we fighting? Oh, God. Oh, God. Jesus. Does Anzo hate us? Jesus. Bro, I would have been there for another 30 minutes. I have... Okay, so Hysterical Mania training is not what it is like when it first came out. The first season or so of Mania training, you could tank the final boss. But the final boss had like infinite HP. And I saw a lot of clears of people like defeating those bosses, but like my sinners didn't do enough damage. So the way I fought the hysterical bosses, I used stuff like Chelsea and Rahu and gave them just enough healing that they could tank the boss. Or my favorite was when I had to cycle Rahu, Owo summons, and Eve box repeatedly and I brought Bai Yi in the background because she restored my movement counts with her shackle. So it was just a rotating door of who was tanking the boss. But anyways, the boss fights would go on for so long that I have a recording somewhere. I hope I deleted it. I had a recording somewhere that was 3 hours long of me just like setting up the board, and I walked away and I came back. The boss was almost dead 3 hours later. Just like put it on ×2 speed. We didn't have ×3 speed at the time, but it was ×2 speed. I looked at the clock timer, and it was way too long. Whatever 3 hours looks like in Path to Nowhere. It was a crazy, hysterical training, but I won, so I'm not opposed to it's a long fights. Okay. Regular interval, Jasmine gains cheers. Cheers recovers a certain amount of HP per second for a period of time. This effect can be purified. Purified? You want me to run Aurum Secretum against Jasmine? The queen of just like, you only have this many tiles? How am I ever going to run Aurum Secretum and purify Jasmine? Okay, yeah, I'm going to ignore that one. Jasmine's climactic strike also applies a dispellable ring blade mark to the target. Ring blade periodically transfers to nearby centers. If no transfer occurs, the bear is stunned. This sounds awful. All of this sounds awful. All centers take increasing damage over time, so I can't even stall the boss out. No Umbra centers. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This a time limit. Okay. This stage sucks. I haven't even played it yet, and this stage sucks. All centers lose an energy every 3 seconds. They are trying. This sucks. I just want to put it out there. This sucks. I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to try it. I like how the game's telling me, like, don't come in here. You don't have strong enough centers. Okay, take Cinnabar out. We can't use any of our Umbras. Means we can't use Serpent. Serpent, my carry. So we just like bleed teamer? I want to see bleed. Oh, I can't bring Sumeri. I can't bleed team. You guys want to see Reforged 11? I don't think this is going to work. But it's what I'm doing. Right, I get silenced whenever I cast. The bear is already down. How am I supposed to fight this boss when it kills the bear that fast? Bro. Spare me. Why did the movement fail? Okay, yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do if the boss just killed me that easily. I mean, we have to use a Rahu, right? Like, Rahu's the only thing that can tank that. Do I use the Reforged Delahu? Oh, I can't bring Reforged Delos. Let's no. So much for that idea. Every solution I think of is like use an Umbra. Maybe I do like make it work with Reforged 11. I just bring Rahu. Smile. I do not like the lyrics of the song. This song is also giving me a headache. I'm song picky today. Do Stargazer and Millie. Where is... There it is. Everybody has the correct crime brands. No. That's so much damage. I'm not having fun on this stage. The other stages were fun. This one's like literally every single condition is just don't have fun. And then it's also against Jasmine, who is don't have fun. I'm not feeling this one. I mean, even if I need the movement, the bigger problem is that like I'm not doing anything to Jasmine. Like even if I did play around that, like I just kind of stared at the screen there at the end. Because like I'm not doing anything with not having any damage and with Jasmine healing. I'm just like AFKing and trying to survive Jasmine, like literally one-shotting anybody that's not Rahu. I think we just do these and we try again. Accept a little bit of energy loss. I think that'll be better for my sanity. Let me play, let me play, let me play. Man, I can only get 2 summons out. Yeah, I went away before I could get the chain. Okay, let's just do even. I forgot where you're supposed to stand for these tiles. Oh, I'm supposed to do front to back. That's what it is. And her cores disappear like instantly. No, cores aren't disappearing instantly. This stage is very much doable. I don't think I want to do it with Reforged 11. Rahu's definitely the way to go. It's the only tank I have that's going to survive long enough. And Shin's like, you know, an obvious include. Probably go Summer and just try to drone this guy. And keep Eve on the field. Okay, so how do we break all the cores? Who breaks 1 billion cores? That's also not a reticle, or not a Umbra. Does Yugo survive this? If Yugo can survive this, maybe I can use Arcane Crit. And Arcane Crit can bully this guy. Let's bring Arcane Crit. I don't think she's gonna break nearly enough cores, but try it. Like, not Arcane Crit, but you know, parts of Arcane Crit. And by that I mean just blue. Where is Judgments? And then give me back the Servant. I silenced her right when I needed her to use her thing to survive. Again, I forgot where I'm supposed to stand for these, which makes this part like really awkward. Don't I lose somebody guaranteed here? I forget where. Am I supposed to stand back first and go forward? I don't know. I'm not interested in doing the stage. I don't care enough. I didn't like that stage in the story. I didn't like that stage in the path test. I don't like that stage. We'll come back to that later, or I'll do it off stream. Oh, this was the original team I used? The original team I used is trash. What the hell? Okay, so this is a wave clear check. So, who can clear the most waves? Setter to break the cores, and then Augustus. We'll try this. It's probably not going to work immediately, especially when I'm not running any crime brands. Let's do Long Blade. Ilgia. Manual Pilgia, yes. Rembrandts are so obnoxious to shift through sometimes. Void Tempest. Yeah, I knew how to play it once because I had to do the peak path test, but, you know, I deleted that shit immediately because it's not a fun fight. I am not clearing that wave. There's going to be a lot of serpent movement in this run. I'm realizing that I'm way over-relying on serpent right now. To do, like, next to anything. My tablet is dying. Okay, I'm going to need some of these blades for the DPS phase. So let's save as many as we can. DPS phase. Okay, not perfect, but we're handling it pretty well. This peak path test is actually pretty hard because it's, again, the wave clear, not the boss damage. It's a very unique approach to doing a peak path test. I'm surprised they didn't do more of this. I need to stop just hitting the boss and doing nothing. Hitting the boss does nothing at this point. She's immortal again. We have 30 seconds to hit 2 million. I doubt we're hitting that. Probably should have saved my Augustus ECB for the final wave. What I probably should have done. It's not what I did, but it's probably what I should have done. Like, using the ECB, like, here would probably be better than using it on the boss. I look how thick these waves get at the end. This is where most of your points are. Oh! 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 Look, we got it, okay? It wasn't pretty. Wasn't even close to being pretty. You could optimize that like 1,000 times over. Okay, that wasn't pretty. But it worked. How the hell did I do that with Fucking Corn Pilgi as my primary damage dealers. That's fucking wild. I don't remember this boss at all. Like, not in the slightest. Adela crit rate and physical damage increased by 30%. After casting an ultimate, attack speed increases. What is with Adela getting all the most useless buffs in the world? It's like, oh, her crit rate increases. Okay, she has 100% crit. Oh, her attack speed increases. Okay, she's all about her ECB. Like, all of these Adela buffs they hand out don't actually do anything. Okay, but let's... I don't remember this boss at all. I'm going in pretty much blind. But let's do the reforged Delahu. No, I need that. And then we can bring OO, because it's OO buff. OO doesn't need crime brands. She's fine. Did I have... Okay, I do have the right ECB. Cool. Need to move Shen somewhere else so that Della gets the increased crit rate from being not having anyone near. I should move Owo here so that when core break time... Oh, I need Owo to actually be in range. But Della... Oh, we're a little late for that. Okay, pause. What are we doing for core breaking? Owo is 2. Infer is 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need to double ult with Della. Sounds like a tall order. Without LL at least. But I'm just AFKing until I get Adela. Even then I'm not going to core break. Oh no, I will core break when Adela's ready. Damn. Ran out of the Shin buff. Okay, that was sloppy, but we've already hit max points. That was really sloppy, though. Like, there was a lot I could have done to make that better. A lot. It was messy, but it got the job done. Now, if I was like making a video or recording off stream, I'd play that another like 10 times until I got to like 7 million, maybe 8 million. Maybe I can go even higher than that if I wait for the second core break. Like there's a lot that can be done there to improve the score. Like a lot that can be done. But for the purposes of just getting it done, that works. So again, that's what you guys don't see on the back end of like me making the higher end clears. Is that like, yeah, I got this clear. If I was turning this into a video, I'm going to win this stage like 5 times more, 10 times more, something like that. And I'm going to play around to see with like, at what time should I core break? Can I ignore the core break and just go into the second core break and save energy? Should I be doing all my damage up front? Should I be holding all my damage? Should I run last stand? Should I do this? Should I do that? What team members aren't doing much? Can I shift them out? It's like there's a bunch of variables, and even just like me playing better, right? That was not perfect execution. That was actually pretty poor execution, actually. I was like a C- execution. So there's a lot that could have been improved, but that's good enough. The Corn S0 vids took me like 100 resets each. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Corn is just... There's one video on my channel. It is the highest skill expression I've ever established inside of Path to Nowhere, and very few people have watched the video. And the whole thing is, it's a Corn clear. I only got like 260k on the stage because I'm using like super off-meta stuff. But it was Corrin, and I was animation canceling every single Corrin attack. But in between Corrin attacks, I was also getting another action off. So I would animation cancel, instantly click on Jelena, use her ability, and instantly animation cancel Corrin. And I did that for like 20 actions in a row. And I was just so... I'm going to pull that video up because that video was fucking fire. I'm looking at my own video, and then we're going to watch my own video. Hope you guys are ready. Where is the... Changed how this thing is sorted. Actually, I'm sorting on the wrong thing. That's why. Okay. Type Corn in over here. Okay. Show all. Okay, I'm finding it. Not this one, right? I don't think it's this one. Yeah, not that one. So what is the video that I'm looking for? I'm going to find this. Oh, here it is. It's a combo video, that's why. Jesus. I even hit it for myself. Okay, let me show screen. This one? No. This one? Okay. So this is a video on my channel, Umbra Core, Arcane Crit, and Core in Dark Zone Season 23. This is when I was still uploading all of my Dark Zone clears. I don't upload my Dark Zone clears anymore. This boss, this is Adela's boss. This is a really old school boss. People were freaking out when this boss first aired because his mechanic is he knocks you down to 10% and you're supposed to fight at 10%. And people just thought they were playing wrong, but no, that's what the boss does. Okay, so this is back when I was uploading all of my Dark Zone clears. And this clear is like an insane level of skill to only earn 263k. But I mean, this is when Umbra Core and Arcane Crit are a thing, and I'm just using like a naked Corn. So it's not a dedicated team or anything, it's just good stuff. But check out this skill in this video. Moving on to Miguel and Oh, I'm talking over it. I'm gonna mute myself so you guys don't have to listen to me twice. So Corin is here, and she's going to be animation canceled back and forth over and over again for the entire duration of this stage, while I get casts off from everybody else in between. It is an insane clear. And it's a full crit Corin, and that's why you goes around, because I'm trying to reach max crit chance. Okay, so all of that right there, I get that far in like 1 in 5 runs. Like that's just so many actions to do at the very start of the fight that I get that maybe 1 in 5 times. So that's a lot of resets just getting here. But when I get past there, I'm past the opening, and this is where I can like actually start playing. Everything you just watched is like pre-move stuff, basically. But we've gotten through the intro, and watch the animation canceling on this core, and it feels good. Playing super slow because again, this is like really high APM stuff, and I have to be ready for it. Got the buff out. Got core into core break. Or Shalom to core break, giving more energy to Shalom so she can core break again. And then core break lastly with Lady Pearl and Corin. One attack. Animation cancel, empower. Animation cancel, empower. Animation cancel, empower. Animation cancel, cast. Animation cancel, empower. Animation cancel. Like that looked simple. That looked simple, right? Like that little ending there where it's just Corin just from the core break onward. But that is so hard to do. Especially on ×1 speed. This wasn't half speed. I didn't use the button at the time. Animation cancel, empower, animation cancel, empower, animation cancel, empower, animation cancel, alt cast, animation cancel, empower, alt, animation cancel. Like it's so fast. I don't know how to explain to you guys. Just like that. That was otherworldly shocking to me, that clear. And then fucking Shalom does all the damage and shows Corin up, even though Corin tried so hard. But it was mostly because Shalom was doing all the AoE. Corin was just there for the boss DPS. But anyways, clears can get really difficult. And that one took me like 50 tries, something like that. Like it's very difficult to get those like YouTube video worthy clears. It's this one for my tablet. Yeah, this is a super old boss. The Nucleus of Worry. And it was the Nucleus of Worry because oh, here it is. This one kind of nucleus forward made of countless hair, a cluster of endless worries, emotions, and memories. So the thing was that like all of the memories that Adela was snipping had like formed into one giant amalgamation. So this is all of the hair that Adela's clipped and all the memories that she clipped. So this was because Adela's whole thing was that she made people forget their biggest worries, their biggest traumas by snipping them away. So it's the nucleus of worry, the amalgamation, the combination of all those. I really liked Adela's event. That was a really, really nice event. Any luck with Mania Trading Hysterical? I get to this. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I haven't done Violent yet. I haven't even started. So I don't even know what Hysterical looks like this season. I'm not going to start. I'll probably start when Reforged Zoya comes out and get some testing on Reforged Zoya, or maybe like the new weak spot or something. But I don't know, without something to test, Mani Train just don't feel right. It's kind of just like stand still and let Augustus aura farm. Yeah, it is easy until hysterical, but I'm just not in the mood. Okay, we got more of these things. I'll unlock this one. Okay. I think that's going to be it for me. I'm getting a little hungry. I'm going to go grab... I don't know if I'm going to grab a meal or if I'm just going to eat some snacks. That's my current conundrum. Like, do I do the proper thing and go make myself some food, like open the refrigerator and actually cook something? Or, hear me out, I don't even grab a plate, and instead I eat Pub Mix, a savory and crunchy snack mix, which is filled with... I don't even know what this is filled with. But it's really good. I could just have that instead of dinner. But yeah, I'm going to head on out of here. It was really fun. Thank you guys for joining me. We hit hundreds level, max level in Paths to Nowhere. It's crazy. It only takes 3 years. Now you know. And I've been playing Paths to Nowhere like very... I don't want to say casually. I want to say like minimally. Like I haven't been doing like daily BFL clears or anything lately. And it's mostly because like the past 3 centers that released just aren't for me. Like I didn't enjoy Hilda, I didn't enjoy Irea. I don't know who was before that, but they're not really memorable in my memory. I'm not sure if I enjoyed them. So what I'm really craving for in Path of Nowhere right now is something new. And we're going to get that next week. So I'm very much looking forward to a whole new dedicated team, a whole new Potesta, Margaret making weak spot viable again. Yeah, okay, so good point. Seto was amazing, but it was just more Augustus. I'll be honest. Seto is just like Augustus 1.1. Seto was fun. That was a fun event. I read that one. I read Hilda's event. I wish I didn't, but I did. Did not read Irea's. But I'm very excited for the main story. I liked, again, from the trailer that we saw, I really liked how much emotion Hypatia was experiencing. And I'm really curious as to how they're going to pull that off. Like I saw the emotion and I want to experience that same emotion. So if they can let me visit that, they can let me experience that, it's going to be a blast. My tablet's telling me it's dying. So yeah, we'll have a lot of fun next week. Until then though, like the 11th we're having a stream for all the pools and all the testing. We might start some story. Probably won't have time for it. But until the 11th, yeah, there's going to be a Serpent Guide coming out soon. But aside from that, I don't have anything planned immediately for Path to Nowhere. Maybe a story video. I have like half of a story script written for like a story video. But I'd have to like refine that a bit because I wrote it down, but I didn't like do any revisions. It's just like a first draft sort of thing. So, but yeah, as far as I go, I'm just largely waiting for the 11th. And we'll see what happens between now and the 11th. But until then, I will catch you guys next time. Peace.